good player, good bloke. Short side.
And the captain now. Here is the aforementioned Gelling. Such an elusive runner. Couldn't get the ball away, but it's a quick play, the ball. Back in field. It's going to be a high-hanging left footer from Joe Lyons. No real pressure on the kick, though. He's able to take it relatively comfortably running backwards. But the chase is decent, and they'll have to start 8 metres from their own line. You do wonder how long they can keep up this intensity.
It's a good start from both teams. They just need to keep playing the conditions well. Keep the ball short, keep the ball tight up the middle of the field and kick early.
Both teams down to 12 with Mitch Clark and Jordan Johnston in the sin bin.
Here we go, early kick from Ridyard.
It is, and he looks to turn it around. He can't take it on the full and it skips away. Is it going to sit up in goal? That's an absolute belter of a kick.
To perfection.
Could not have judged that any better. Got the bounce too, and it's a good chase from Leigh.
He should have caught that really. Jack Owen is a full-back, never let it bounce.
Well, I think initially on his read he thought he had it.
Yeah, he was probably just a little bit too shallow.
You, of course, have had stints playing full-back, haven't you, at various clubs?
Yeah, a few times.
I sense from your tone, wasn't your preferred position.
No, I didn't mind it. It was just always it's difficult when you put in. Oh, and I've got a nice early kick from Craven again.
Oh, he's drilled that fast with his left boot.
Beauty.
And that's sat up.
That's going to stay in. That's going to stay in field as well.
And a little
play on. Let's have a look at the chase from Widnes.
Well, they've both gone with the early kick and a good chase too.
It's good to see them play the conditions, get in the grind.
He gave that a real hammer, didn't he, with a left foot. Both sides in 90 seconds will be back to 13 apiece. That's when the sin bin clock runs down, and here comes Junior Sao, says I'll have a run. And he does have a run.
Great carry, great foot contact. Leg drive after contact, fantastic.
Yeah, really powerful, and the quick play of the ball as well.
Stefan Marsh.
And last tackle, so Hyam will say, you can put a kick in here, Ryan. Oh, it's come, well, he wasn't looking at that, so it's still the last. Came off his heel, he was facing away, so that's really unlucky, actually, because it's, it's lost Leigh about 10 yards or so. And you can see where Widnes will start from. Over on that far side, the two players, sin bin players, waiting to come back on. They'll be back on in 30 seconds' time.
Good carry from Gelling.
Meantime, Anthony Gelling breaches halfway, and they'll run it to the left side with Gelling out of his position on the right. They made good metres here. As Gelling slots back into position on this near side. Craven.
Oh, he's dropped it. Oh, he's put a reef.
Yeah, he's rolled a reef. The ball's thrown away in anger as well from Joe Cater. So a chance to make it 2 apiece.
The big fella is Dan Norman. I bet he must be about 6'5" and 115 kilos. He's a big boy.
Yeah, if he's running at you, you try and get out of the way. Let someone else take the tackle.
I'd let him through.
I think they're going to go 2 here. The call for the kicking tee. Right in front of the post. 30 metres out. So we'll be back to 13 aside. And as you were on the scoreboard, after 13 and a half minutes of the second 1895 Cup semi-final, Sheffield having beaten Batley in the first to book their place at Wembley at the end of August.
Starting to lash it down a little bit more here as well.
Floodlights shining bright. It's a grey, miserable day. That heat wave of a few days ago seems like years ago now. So here comes the Widnes kick. He likes that.
He's a good kicker, Jack Owen. Good kicker.
It's through and true. Nailed it to Jack Owen, and we're back 2 apiece with the rain tumbling down over Leigh Sports Village. Beautifully set up, Leon Price.
Yeah, it was just a bit of a silly strip there from Mickey Hyam, I think it was. Didn't like the afters from Dan Norman and stood up to him, even though he was towering over the top of him. Thought we might get a bit of a dust in there. Really gets us under away.
Yep, a high hanger this time. Into the far corner. Well, we talked about the conditions, and the rain is really increasing in its velocity. The amount of handling errors has actually been pretty decent.
It's a good start. They're both playing the conditions well, trying to get to the kick.
And that's what the coaches were demanding of their players pre-match. Up the middle, Widnes go. Thought of an offload, but nothing doing this time. Brad Walker just takes the tackle and they set up again, and a half break down the left-hand channel from Danny Craven. Approaching the Leigh 40. They'll just set up again, and the offload from Chaplow. Well, he needs a bounce. He's got the bounce, and they've got the break. Have they got the numbers back inside? Great scrambling defence.
Tackle from Toby
Had
Adamson.
to be, but there will be gaps. It's the last tackle. Can they get the ball away and find the spaces on this right-hand touchline? Gelling is screaming for it. They've gone past Gelling, and they'll score in the corner.
Oh, he put him in touch. He's pulled the flag, he's in touch.
Oh, it's a brilliant piece of defending. It looked for all the money as if Ryan Ince had scored, and that is wonderful. Desperation defence by Leigh.
Wow, what a tackle.
How on earth did he not score there?
I think the problem is he tried to tuck the ball.
Did he go down too early perhaps? Did he go too early of the line?
First of all, it's a great ball from, Walker. Gets the ball wide.
Bypasses Gelling.
And instead of putting the ball out in front,
how's he not scored?
He's got to put the ball out in front with his hand. He's got the ball tucked in his shoulder rather than putting it out.
I cannot believe he hasn't scored there.
No.
Wow. How big a moment could that prove in an hour's time?
Just put the ball in front and advance the ball rather than tucking it under your shoulder.
Well, that was a try. That was.
But it's easy up from here, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, I wouldn't have scored, but rugby's never been my forte. Wow, big moment and a penalty.
Just getting a little bit niggly around the ruck, and you're leaving him there with no choice but to give him a penalty, no choice at all. So once again, Leigh have an easy way out of yardage, out of their own half with a penalty.
Well, they've got away with one. Yeah, it was good scrambling defence, but I think you've got to blame the winger there. If you're a winger, you take the pass like that.
You get paid to score them tries.
Exactly right. As a man who's also played on the wing. Right.
Yeah, I didn't mind it on the wing, all right.
Did you play internationally on the wing, didn't you? Yeah. I remember that. Junior Sow, Mickey Hyam. Leigh get us back underway. It's a miserable afternoon in Leigh, but the intensity is good from both sides. Change of direction from Hyam, and a quick skip from Briley. Saw a half gap. And he engaged the dazzling toes. Ridyard.
Mitch Clark.
Yeah, back on.
Lovely change of angles there. That's what you want to do in these conditions. Keep changing angles.
This is a good opportunity all of a sudden for the Leigh Centurions. And they run, they straight, they've knocked on. Well, we mentioned the conditions, we mentioned how few errors had been, but there is one.
I like the look of Joe Keita. He carries the ball hard, strong, so just a little bit of a bit losing the ball on contact there, which can happen in these conditions. So, Gelling's done him.
Now then, an opportunity for the man who saw the try line escape him there. Great scrambling defence again.
It was Thornley
with a penalty.
It was Thornley coming in, looking. He tried to shoot in and look like a big shot. Gelling got too clever for him, just dodged him on the outside. Look, does him on the out ball, puts his winger away.
Super League class from Anthony Gelling.
Silly from Thornley.
He showed good toes as well, there the winger.
Thornley makes up for his mistake and gets back and chases. Well done.
It's a really good contest this, 2 points apiece.
Love a little bit of class by Gelling.
Yeah, really, really impressive. Craven up the middle they go. The Widnes Vikings. Chaplow still takes 3 men and he's not grounded. Eventually he is. Jordan Johnston as Widnes move it down this right hand side. Gelling hovering dangerously on the shoulder of Christine, but they'll go left. Straighten up and just drive at those posts. Couple of big shots. They're going to go left again here. And they're going to shuffle it wide and join into the line. No room for the offload though. So far so good defensively from Leigh. They're yelling for it now down this right hand side, and they're going to switch play. The ball bounces. He's doubled up, but he can't get away.